All right, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Japan has a different Playboy. If not, I'm going to call the police. I can see that. Oh my god, I just got this sponsorship. I had to turn it down. It was like 30 bands. It's like, it just sounds like, exactly, it just sounds like bragging. Her personality is hilarious. I'd like to talk about this casually. She once again feels alienated. But then you gotta wait. Yep, you gotta wait till. Well, I mean, it did just get postponed, so weeks, months. It could be bad. Look at the hate, the salt. Smash heaven. I kind of want to go to one, low key. It seems really interesting by the way they have been showing it. He's probably gonna end up liking it by the end. Wind? Me at Universal, literally. Now the difference with this and the shit that I experienced at Universal is that there's actual people out here. But the Kung Fu Panda wraparound screen with the seats shaking and the wind, that's insane, bro. Like, it feels wild. He messed with it. Right. Huh? What? The seats can rotate? Imagine he comes out of that like, man, that was ass. 100%. Because it's just so much easier and much more accessible, would you say? Oh, right up. To just like go in and do a movie. Just watch a movie. It's so much easier. Kind of get a feel. Sit down, pull up a chair, why not? Not the question to be asking. Which is what Goa was doing. It'd be really interesting because he's so proactive. It'd be really awesome if Aqua goes out of his way to go to her and be like, look, oh, he did. It'd be really good if they can bring her to one of these plays that he wrote. That would be really good. Dang. Can you imagine, bro? The LeBron of 2D plays? 2.5D plays? He's a people watcher to a crazy extent, though. Sitting at the top of the thing and looking at people smile. Exactly. That's literally what I was saying. Nice. He's very just like on it, you know? Wow. Yo, they do not like each other. But it's more so like a competition thing, but it's funny. Yo, she does not like you, bro. Wow. She said, I cannot give any of you fucks beer. Look at her. Yeah, true. A lot of them are that way.
鮫島アビコを説得できるのはこの人しかいない。
お忙しい中ありがとうございます。暇な時は本当に暇なのよ。
アビコ先生はやっぱり来られない感じですか？
で無理やり時間を作ってきたくらいで、中間連載って人間のやる仕事じゃないから。
That's very true.
時でもネームのこと考えちゃう人止まらないのよ。
Every time
やだ
that I've watched a documentary on weekly release schedule mangaka,
山のようにあるでしょうし。
it's horribly inhumane.
お友達なんですか？京アマの時うちでアシスタントしてたのよね。昔から変わった子でね。ただ漫画は多弁。漫画を読めば
Interesting.
どういう人間なのか大体わかるのよ。どういうところでわかるんですか？大体絵でわかるわ。
Wow.
どういうところにこだわってどういうところで手を抜くのか他者と分かり合いたい。
Ah.
それができずに苦しいんだ
Wow.
って。
So she wants to be outgoing and extroverted, she just can't.
懐いてくれて、その後サクッと終ジャンで連載決まって一瞬で追い抜かれた。挫折も知らずに売れたから絶対だと思ってる感じ出てるのよね。編集さんとかは注意しないんですか？編集の仕事って2つあるの。
売れる漫画を作らせること。
正解。
Right?
1つ目はそれ。2つ目はなんだろう。正解は
Being a yes
売
man
れた漫画を終わらせない
to
こと。
not let us out. Wow.
ドル箱連載を終わらせたら査定に響く。作家のメンタルケアも仕事に含まれるわけ。
Oh,
編集
okay.
者はわがままなさたいなことをする羽目になる。こんなのやりません。
Dang.
売れた漫画家は増長していく
Yep.
だけにして破綻した振る舞いをしがちになる。
It's so bad, bro. Behaviorally,
身に覚えがあり
it's coming back to me. Like, you don't want to mix all these problems. Right, you can't. You need people that'll tear you down. It might sound crazy, Mel. It might sound crazy, but it's true. You don't want to surround yourself with people that are dumber than you and or people that are just gonna kiss ass to you.
私もアビコ先生に思うところは死ぬほどある。舞台の人たち困ってたよ。
Bro, walking like 10 feet across. She probably said some disrespectful shit about her. Yep, look, I knew it. I could feel it coming out from a million miles away. Wow. Yeah, okay. I'm sure your series is perfect. That's a level of arrogance that's unbelievable, you know? That God complex is crazy.
それを言えるのは天才だからよ。
I'm sorry, based on Tokyo Blade, it doesn't seem like it's that deep. It's not no fucking... It's not Vinland Saga. Doesn't seem like a vagabond. Just saying. I'm just hating. I'm sure it's great. I mean... But I think, look at, as a friend, yes, you have to have your friends back, but you also have to be realistic with them, which is valid, right? They're like, oh, okay. They get up and just leave.
わかりました。でも一つだけ。アビコ先生に渡してもらえませんか？
Look, Aqua, man. You got what it takes to be a leader. You gotta be on it. It's gonna be dirty in there.
変更中なのでこちらからすみません。そっちの締め切りって昨日じゃなかった？ごめんなさい、汚い部屋で。汚いってレベル。
She's probably gonna help her.
こんなんでアシスタント呼べるの？今アシスタントいないんで。
Wow.
絵柄合わせてくれないし、背景で感情表現全然。
Wow.
修正繰り返すより時からクビにしました。いつから？先月。いや、163話の時だから2ヶ月。
That's insane.
一応毎日2時間は寝てるので。
And you know, chat, this is literally like very accurate. Yep. Or pain, or yep, exactly. This is very, very, very like common in the industry. Help her, yep, facts. Let's get it. Let's work in. And you don't get to tell me no. Nope. You're not perfect, ma'am. I know you want things your way, but there are plenty of artists out there that are just as good. Me reading One Punch Man, it's usually monthly, but there was a time where it was coming out like twice to 3 times a month. Murata is a different animal. This is gonna be really good.
余裕はないですって育てようとしてもちょっと厳しく言ったらやめるし絶対ちょっとじゃない
Yeah, you're not being a bit too harsh. You're being disrespectful.
こんな生活はダメよ私の作品は妥協したら終わりなんです読者から見放されます
No, they will not.
やり方が悪いだけ
Yo, she is breaking her down.
これは間違ってる
Dang.
クオリティを人質にしてまっとうなコミュニケーションから逃げるだけじゃないの自分がうまくやれないのを人のせいにしてるようにしか見えない
Dang.
回り回って自分の首を絞めるのよ
Let me tell you about yourself. There it is. There it is. She broke. Wow. There's always that animosity.
本当に無敵の返しよ確かに私はあんたほど売れてない
Wow. She said your shit is ass. Wow. She said you're not as good as you think you are, ma'am. What happened to... By the way that they're drawing, like animating the drawing is really good. No, deadass, that's really disrespectful. For her to teach her and her to just immediately, because she sold more, saying, hey, I am that much better than you is crazy work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Dragon Ball Evolution. Dang. You only have a third? Which is true. She's not good at confrontation. A mega introvert. A shut-in. How'd she find that out? And here it goes. Leaving it all on the table. All of these, it's because the thing is this is actually really healthy. I'm gonna be real. This is really healthy. Because they're gonna... Nah, this is healthy because what's gonna happen is they're gonna work through the entire night because they're mad busy, and it's gonna end with some reconciliation and clearer understanding. No, somehow we managed it in time. Right. That's another thing as well that you have to like understand is that she's very sleep deprived, malnourished probably. That's some shit you can only say to your best friends or family. Yeah. Wow. Oh, but because she worked on it, they messed up your work? Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Wow. Back then, she's like, I'm not really good at... That's so crazy. Yeah, a lot of her issues stem from awkwardness, which is why you can't fault her hella. I mean, you still have to hold her accountable because she is old enough at this point. Like, you need to be held accountable. But there is some leeway. It's true. She's not operating under the greatest conditions, you know? Figured. That's literally what I was saying. And it's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Go look at it so you can understand why Goa's script was written the way it was. And then if there's still some things you want to workshop, call him directly. Work with him. I loved this episode. All right, well, there you have it. That was season 2, episode number 3 of Oshi no Ko. That was a really good episode. We actually ended up doing a lot more. It wasn't on Goa's side necessarily, but it was a lot more on the author's side of solving this issue. I thought the whole episode was going to be dedicated to this date, but first things first, I now want to figure out if there's anything like that in Southern California or in any of the states, really, because that's something I would love to experience, bro. Rotating floor or seats. But yeah, it was really good to see this. I love how... See, Aqua is funny because this was really just a result of Akane taking Aqua to see a play, because Aqua didn't even really respect plays beforehand. And then he went to see one, like a 2D, 2.5D play, and was like, whoa, that is way cooler than what I remembered or imagined it being. You know, it was through that he worked with Akane was like, all right, well, I'm gonna give you something. Then I have contact with the Sweet Today author, which is the closest person to the Tokyo Blade author, and then maybe we could get something going here and see what's happening. And originally they invited her to the house as well. So I asked in the episode, like, how did they find out? I'm assuming that's how she found out. I mean, obviously the invite extended. It's just that she obviously couldn't because of the deadlines that she was working under. Bro, she hasn't slept at all. That's kind of one of the things that I felt a little bad about, because I was a little harsh on her. Like I said at the end there, though, she does still need to be held accountable because she was acting very disrespectfully. However, given the circumstances and given the state that she was working under, it's a little more understandable, and it's not necessarily something that's bugging me all that much anymore, at least. But I thought that was really good. Sometimes arguments are needed. A lot of people can shy away from confrontation because, you know, they think it's gonna ruin things. And a lot of the time, if the person you're talking to is avoiding confrontation because of some issue that you guys have been having, and you address it and they get so in their feelings that they decide to cut you off, stop talking to you, or just run away from the problem in general, I don't think any human being is a lost cause, but they are somebody that's typically not worth your time. Obviously, like a family member, some of your best friends are a little more worth your time. But the way that they did it, you know, they hashed out what they needed to hash out. Some of those deep, you know, nasty and malicious thoughts that they've had about each other's work, which it's always going to be like that in art forms. People are always going to look at something and be like, I wouldn't do it like that. And then it's like, is it warranted? No. Is it disrespectful? Yes. But is it going to happen? Of course it is. When you have egos and prides and successful people just looking at each other's shit being like, yeah, I wouldn't do it like them. You feel me? So them being able to throw all that out and leave it all on the floor while working through something, so neither of them could run away from these issues, because one of them really has to help her friend out, because despite however mean the things she says, she still doesn't want her friend to die of sleep deprivation and malnourishment, so she's gonna help her get through this manuscript as quickly as possible since it's overdue. And then the other one has to turn in the manuscript because it's overdue. So it's like it creates a perfect environment for them to get out whatever they had on their chest and their shoulders while being tied down in a sense and having to confront these issues head on. And most of it stems from her social awkwardness, you know, that ineptitude. And I'm excited now because she's gonna get to go see a Goa play and then understand why the script was written that way. Does that mean that all the issues she had with the original script are gonna be erased? Probably not. She's probably still gonna have a bunch of issues. However, her understanding of the equipment, the location, and how these 2.5D plays kind of work out is gonna greatly influence what revisions are actually made in order to work towards a better product. So that was a really, really good episode. A lot of this was handled in a very adult-like way, which I'm appreciative of. And now she just has to see this play, and I'm sure they're gonna rehash as well with Goa. So to find out exactly what happens, we have to wait until next week. But in the meantime, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Patreon in the comment section and the description down below. It is only $3, and you get complete access to early, uncut, and exclusive reactions that you get to decide on and influence. That should be it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.